Go out, take more pictures, watch the sunset. Live your life like you're the main character of your own movie, because you are.
Hello guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's Anekan MD here. If this is your first time of seeing me, because it feels like it has been a really long time since I last posted, right? Hi, I'm Anekan MD. I make lifestyle content, medical school content, and all of that good stuff. Guys, today I was actually supposed to make some uploads, but I realized I can't just start uploading without giving you guys a good live update video. So I just concluded the path and farm exam for the 400 level medical school, basically. So I'm so sorry that I've been away for so long. Actually, I feel like I took too much responsibilities in this class, right? As well as I was preparing for my exams. This class was a lot. Like, it was mentally draining, it was very stressful, as well as other extracurricular activities that I also took part in. So combining these two was a lot, with also YouTube, but I usually try to film here and there. So I'm just going to give you a brief rundown of what has been happening in my life. How the 400 level class basically run is that it lasts for roughly 13 to 14 months. In this 13 to 14 months, you'll be taking courses such as medicine and surgery. Then you'll be taking pathology. Pathology is divided into four, which is histopathology, chemical pathology, hematology, microbiology. So these four pathologies, they make up one, even if they are taught individually from different departments. They all make up one. Then pharmacology, you also take pharmacology, which is basically the study of drugs and its application, therapeutic use, and all of that. So you do all of this in this class, and trust me, it's a lot, because pathology alone, which is like 4 courses in one, histopathology, which is like a sub course, is like if I show you guys the textbook, you guys will literally scream. The textbook is huge. It is very huge, you guys. It has so much bulk of content. Talk more of the other pathologies, as well as doing this with pharmacology, which is the study of drugs, and also coupling with the fact that you're also running these two alongside medicine and surgery. You do medicine and surgery. When I say medicine and surgery, you do it like literally how final years take medicine and surgery, because medicine and surgery is actually a final year course, proper, but you start doing it in 400 level, then you stop, then you continue again in final year. So you do it like how a final year student will do it. They will come, they'll give you a series of lectures. You take internal medicine courses, you take lectures from the different departments, pulmonology, cardiology. You take lectures from each and every one of them. You also write tests. You go for ward rounds, you clerk your patients, you write end of posting tests where you'll be expected to do certain examinations, clerk certain patients, diagnose patients. So you do that for like 10 months of the 14 months. Then you are let go basically by the medicine and surgery department to focus solely on your pathologies and pharmacologies. So I just hope that this gives you a bit of an understanding of what this class entails. So like I said, juggling this alongside some other things that I was doing, because it's in this class, this 400 level class, that I enrolled in Millennium Campus Fellowship, which is more like a leadership training ground. But you get to learn other things, to be honest with you, but I feel like leadership is one of their strong points, right? So they want you to actually be involved in the social developmental goals. So yeah, I got enrolled in that. It was an experience because I had to carry out a first major project, which my cohorts or some of my cohorts did that alongside our current JUMSA president, which is the Just University Medical Students Association president, which was on sexual awareness. It was an exciting campaign. It was one time that I was doing something publicly, and sexual health, it was a huge topic, talking to young people about sexual health and all of that. So yeah, it was fascinating for me. Alongside being strongly involved in the Christian Medical and Dental Association, I was appointed as a class academic secretary for my class, and that alone was a huge learning curve for me. Like, oh my god. I don't know how Christian Medical and Dental Association students is in other school, but for my school, University of Jos, we take it very seriously. What? Very seriously, like very seriously. Like, doing this alone was so much experience. You get to learn administrative work, you get to learn, and funny enough, but I like the spiritual aspect of it, because you are actually forced to learn how to grow spiritually. You learn how to pray, you learn how to fast, you learn all these things, right? Because it is, in as much as you find it to be okay, this is a position and all, it is very spiritual, right? So I got involved in that, and like I said, it was a huge learning curve. Having to juggle all of these things, it was a lot. We're given 2 weeks to prepare for our exam, and it was the most insane periods of my life. Like, God of Nazareth, who would have thought that? Okay, let's count. I would usually go to the library around 10. On some days I can go by 9, but let's just say 10 a.m. I go to the library. So I'm in the library sitting in one spot, sometimes from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. or from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. There's some days I did from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Some days I did from 10 a.m. to 5. Some days I did 10 a.m. to 4. Some days I do, well, later on, I stopped doing that long stretches. So I would leave by 2 p.m. sometimes. But just imagine, for most parts, reading from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. in one spot. You are seated, like you are not moving anywhere, right? I don't know what it is like. I don't know how it is for you all. So we will find it, oh, that is their normal life, but for me it is not. I am not a type of person that would sit and read for that long. So people used to think I'm lying, but I'm not. I know some of my close friends will know, like, Akpan doesn't read like for that long, except he has to, right? Instead, what I like to do is break down my study time into tiny chunks. Maybe I will do 2 hours today, then 2 hours in the afternoon, then 2 hours in the evening, but not sitting in a stretch. Like, I was even scared for myself, like, is this even good? And funny enough, but it was like the content wasn't covering, like it was too much, it was exhausting. And considering the fact that I don't jot too much, I have few jottings. I hate writing, I hate jotting. So I usually believe that whatever is not in my head, why am I suffering myself to write it down? That was a huge problem too, because it was like I was forced to like start reading the content again because I don't have jottings and all of that. But like I said, I had few jottings here and there, but it wasn't something strong, it wasn't something tangible, right? So there was that. It was so intense, guys. I'm sure that you guys, I'm going to be imputing some clips as I talk, because like, just to bring you guys up to speed as to everything.
Then your ME ratio. You're coming again with your ME ratio. I saw it in MCQ and it paid me that I did not learn it. I don't know.
More is hypothalamus.
And ME ratio, ME ratio is 1:1 to 1:6.
When you're giving them,
Did you read it?
they said you read
If you this on that question, you have been doing one question.
electrolyte imbalance.
So this electrolyte imbalance, immediate, non-immediate.
You need to go and confirm this first.
No, we're not confirmed.
Please, let's confirm. What is the next? Renal stenosis, artery stenosis. When I'm doing surgery on you, you can have what? Polycythemia due to hypoxia. If you have hydronephrosis, if you have renal cell carcinoma, if you have, don't be thinking.
So the first we put is actually M, followed by A, G, and E.
To cause her to now change into T helper 1 cell. Then this T helper 1 cell will now secrete interleukin 2, which will cause more replication of the T helper 1 cell.
For the millennium sexual health awareness and all of that, I have a full-on vlog on my channel. I just remember I have a full-on vlog on my channel. So after this, you can go back and watch that. So I did that for 2 weeks. It was very intense. It was very tasking. It was very strenuous, from group studying to reading all day into the night. When you come back, you're tired, you want to eat, you want to sleep, then you stand up again, the cycle repeats. That 2 weeks was hell on its own. it was hell. And also, as class academic secretary, you're also tasked with coordinating certain things, right? Reaching out to your immediate senior. After doing the whole 2 weeks, then you move on to your exams. And how your exam works is that you would the first week is for single best answer as well as theory. Then the second week is for your practicals. Then the last week, which is the third week, is for your oral exams, which is the viva voce. Then at the end of that, the next day you usually see your results, right? Because the results comes out in medical school very fast, like 24 hours. So basically what happens is that the first day of the first week is for your pharmacology. So on the day of pharmacology, you write your single best answer, you write your theory, and you also write practicals. So that day is the day you finish the whole pharmacology, right? So there is that. Then after, subsequently, you do each pathology is 1 day. So 1 day for chem part, 1 day for histo part, 1 day for hema, 1 day for microbiology. Then after that, you move on to your practicals. Practicals is only for pathologies. So 1 day for chem part, 1 day for microbiology, 1 day for histo part, and 1 day for hematology. Then you move on to your viva. Viva, usually complete your viva in 2 days. 1 day is for pharmacology, then the other day is for your pathology. And how pathology viva works is that you sit down, then you face 4 examiners from the 4 different pathologies. So you meet examiner from histopath, from medical microbiology, from hematology, and chemical pathology, while you sit in the middle. Then you'll be answering questions from each of them, right? So basically that was how the vivas went. So that's why I'm saying, like, it's very important that you actually have a strong backing with God, because like your viva can go anywhere, because these examiners, they could ask you from the simplest of things to the toughest of things, to things that you've never heard. Like even in my viva itself was a whole testimony on its own, right? Because I met external examiners, and external examiners, you really don't know what they want. So like you're just saying and hoping that what you're saying is enough to impress them. So there was that. Then basically during the course of our exam was interrupted. We spent longer. Normally your exam is supposed to last for 3 weeks, but I think ours spanned into like 5 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, because we had ASU strike in between our exams. So after the first week, right, then we started practical, the first day of practical. Then ASU came and interrupted everything, so we couldn't continue the exam again until the strike was supposed to last for 2 weeks, but eventually it was shortened because I think we're getting response from the Nigerian Labour Union. We're also even the government, I think they started becoming a bit serious in trying to prevent the strike from lingering too long, right? Then they came back and were able to continue our practicals, and yesterday we concluded our viva. So that was how that went. Then basically this is just, like I said, a mini life update. These are like a constellation of so many things that have been happening within this time frame. Now we also had protests. The last 2 days have been protests because the dental faculty has been trying to gain accreditation. You wouldn't imagine that the oldest set is already 10 years old. Like, that is crazy, being in this school for 10 years without accreditation, right? So the faculty is not accredited. We're able to get partial accreditation though, but it was only to run the preclinical arm. So now the clinical arm, we have not had any dental surgeon or dental faculty students being inducted. There have been no induction for dental school. So we have been protesting, trying to get the school to listen to us, trying to get the government to come to our aid, because it has been a lot. So like I said, just imagine the oldest dental set to 10 years, they are already 10 years old for a course that was originally supposed to be for only 6 years. They are in their 10th year already. So today's protest was supposed to actually be a peaceful one, but all of a sudden tear gas were being thrown at students. It is quite sad for me, because I have friends who are in dentistry, and okay, like for us in medicine, at least we know that either ways there's a date you are going to graduate. Definitely you're going to graduate, because there's the department is fully accredited, right? So, and so many sets have gone ahead of you, so you basically know that you definitely are going to graduate. But your counterparts who are in dental school now, they are so unsure. They are unsure of their faith. They are unsure if they will be inducted. They are unsure how long it will take before they get this accreditation. They are unsure if they would ever get this accreditation. So there are a lot of uncertainty, and it is quite daunting. It's quite emotionally taxing and stressful. So basically that is why the dental students have resorted to going on this protest march, and they were being thrown tear gas at my English is failing me, guys, please forgive me, but tear gas were being thrown at them. I saw there were a lot of pushing from security personnel, and it has been very insane seeing that okay, the university has been focused on the NUGA Games, which is the national or Nigerian University Games, right? And that have been their priority. They've been erecting structures and buildings all for these games, right? So, and I know like pretty much money is being pumped into doing all of these things, right? So why is it that the dental students graduating is not even a priority on their list? So this is actually an appeal. In as much as this is a live update video, this is also an appeal to anyone who is in power, who is in government, that can actually like come to the aid of my friends who are in this dental faculty, so they can also actually graduate. They can also be inducted like us too, and they wouldn't have to like stay longer and watch their mates or their counterparts in medicine graduate, go on to do house job, and even become medical officers, and even some go into residency, and they will still be stuck here in school, having to always explain that we are unsure when we'll graduate and all of that. We really hope that God actually interferes, as well as people of power, because I know that God uses men. So please share this video as much as you can. I would include some clips of some of the protest marches and some of the things that actually went down. Live updates, guys. I'm running out of storage space. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment down below of the kind of videos that you would want to see. Until next time, guys, bye.